Welcome along to the A1 Radio. It's the mixtape on a Monday night. Yes, could this be the week where Chris and I's life changes and we move to an FM station? Or could it not? All will be revealed in the next hour or so. Go for it. Come on,
All right,
Chris.
here it is. Okay. I moved house when I was 9 years old, okay? And
Well, by yourself?
Yes, no. My parents made me move from Bognor Regis when I was a little lad by the sea and to Wellingarden City, where I lived for the rest of my childhood until I went to university. And I hated it in Wellingarden City so much that I convinced myself that the whole thing was a dream and that one day I would wake up from this godforsaken place in Wellingarden City and find myself back by the sea with my best friends Kevin and Rodri and loving it back in Bognor Regis.
How old? 9?
9. And I genuinely thought I was actually dreaming for about a year.
That's a long dream.
No, you know Chris. You've met him now.
Yeah,
you might
true.
be able to tell the answer to that story quite quickly.
Yeah,
Mate, let's be absolutely honest. Right, you've got our lovely listeners. You've got until the end of Baker Street. Jerry Rafferty, who's a dedication for who?
From Karen. That's great. Karen's asked for that one.
And Karen's from where?
She's not from where. No.
Hey!
She's from near Royston.
I love when people say. My favourite is that. You know when people say, "Oh, where do you live?" "Oh, I live near Bedford." Like, just tell me where you live. That's what I've asked for. I want to know where you live. You don't know where she lives.
I can't remember the name. She
Oh
told
my
me the village where she lived, and it doesn't. I didn't recognise it, so I can't remember what it was.
Is it? So what you actually say? Oh, well, you're going to be awful, aren't you? You're going, I'm just popping around to see. I don't know where you live, but that's okay. It's all right. It's all cool. Right, okay. So you've got to the end of this song, ladies and gentlemen, to let us know. Truth or porcupine? Did Christopher live in a dream world for a whole year, thinking he wanted to go back and live by the seaside at Bognor Regis? Is that true, or is that a porcupine? It's the last one, everyone.
I do like Wellingarden City now. I'm really pleased I was brought up there, and I had a good time there. But it was tough to start with. It was hard. When I was 9. You fallen asleep? Is anyone here yet?
It's just an unbelievable story.
That is shocking.
We're still silenced by the fact that...
Honestly, who spends a year living a... Were you not slapped?
It was at least a
Were
year.
you not hit?
I think it was probably...
Wake up, son! Wake up!
No, I wasn't.
It's just a dream, Daddy!
I wasn't
It's just a
actually
dream.
asleep for a year.
Comatose. Wake up, son!
I was
I'm in Bognor! No, I'm swimming! Help me! Help me! No, son, you've just wet the bed again! No, I'm swimming!
I was just hoping.
Help me, Obi-Wan!
I was
Oh,
just
wrong
hoping
dream,
that
sorry!
Oh, yeah, God. Anyway, it's true. It's true. I was hoping against hope that I was, dreaming.
So the animals knew you were... Hang on a minute, the fish are talking. Is that right?
Yeah, they remember. They remember, don't you, fishes?
what were they?
Hang on, the fish were alive!
They've got a collective memory, fish. Did you not know?
A collective memory.
Fish have got a collective memory.
What,
so
5 seconds each?
They
pass it on?
They pass it on from generation to generation.
That whole 5 seconds.
All the fish, they know everything. They know the history of the world.
Oh my gosh. What have you been watching?
What have I been drinking?
What have you been drinking?
Yeah.
Wendy's got 3 out of 3.
So
Sarah's written, I think Chris is generally living in a dream, so the story should be true. But a year-long dream was porcupine.
It was longer than a year.
Wendy Burford says she got 3 out of 3, so she's amazing. She's done incredibly well.
Did Wendy actually say true?
A blob sounds a bit like Bill and Ben.
Well...
We're playing the theme
I'm
tune.
disappointed. I'm really
you're disappointed that not one person
that nobody
believed you.
and it was true. It came from the heart. That it really did. It took me quite a lot of effort to tell that story to the nation this evening. I felt I had to rip. I took a piece of myself and I served it up on a plate to my listeners, and they spat it out. They chewed it and they spat it out.
Apart from Wendy.
Apart from Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy. I do appreciate it.
believed
Can
Wendy.
I just say, Chris, of all the stories in all the world, That was
Why
the
did-
worst story I've heard.
Port of Amsterdam.
What are you saying, man?
I just remembered that Bowie, of course, he covered quite a few Jacques Brel songs.
Who?
One of the greatest, possibly the greatest Belgian singer ever.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Come on, you've got to have heard of Jacques Brel. He's the most famous sort of French-speaking singer that has been in the 20th century. But he did some
No,
brilliant
look at his
songs.
face. Does that say? Oh yeah, I remember that.
Look up
yeah.
in the port of Amsterdam.
I don't have it.
You will have. Cause,
No, I won't. Why would I have
by
any?
Bowie? By Bowie.
You say that as if like
Bowie did
I've
it.
got.
Amsterdam. There we are.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's Coldplay.
Yeah, and I've got cheated. I've got this song in Amsterdam.
No, you don't want that. No,
That's the
no.
Amsterdam song I've got. When it's spring again, again, tulips from Amsterdam.
No, we don't want that.
No, we didn't want that one.
No,
I
we
said
don't.
that though.
In the port of Amsterdam. Look up Port of Amsterdam.
I haven't got it. I've got this one.
A mouse in the
Window in old Amsterdam.
This is not
No.
Jacques Brel.
Of course it's not. I wouldn't have any Jacques
I know,
Brown.
but you would. Brel.
I don't know.
Jacques
What are you on
Brown.
about?
No, look, seriously.
No, seriously, what are you on about?
David Bowie did a brilliant
Look.
cover version of In the Port of Amsterdam.
Brilliant.
Amsterdam.
Excellent.
See if you can find it.
No, I haven't got it.
God, you're just so stubborn.
I'm not.
Hats off to David Bowie, the cultured chap.
Thank you very much for bringing loads of fantastic albums and brilliant tunes to our lives.
Yes.
That's all we can say, honestly, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and introducing Jacques Brel to people who don't know anything about him.
The Blind Belgium. Right, okay, this is the final one from. This is the live version of Diamond Dogs from 1974.
The live version, that's good.
So we'll see you again next Monday. Take care. The country show's repeated after this.
And then we've got our song on Saturday
Afternoon. Yeah, just in the halftime football.
Yeah, on the slow bit on Saturday.